Welcome to my bewitching podcast, where I take you on a journey to initiate you into the mysteries and pleasures of all things magical and more. I'm Julie Nelson, Rich Witch, botanical perfumer, astrologer, and creator of the Fragrant Oracle. I'll discuss a myriad of topics passionately on women rising unapologetically, witchcraft, including spells, rituals, insightful astrology updates, and oracle card readings. I'll also introduce you to special guests who share their bountiful knowledge and experience in the art of witchcraft, the intuitive and healing arts, and being wildly unapologetic. Hello, everyone. This is Julie Nelson, Rich Witch, artisan perfumer, aromatherapist, astrologer, and many other things. So I'm here today because I want to talk to you about perfume magic. And yes, I am a practicing witch of many, many years, most of my life, but really full on into it for just over 30 years, nearly 35 years. And with my background in aromatherapy, perfume has become such an important part of my daily life. And I love to use it in my magical practices. And I love to use it to feel good, because to me, perfume, and I'm talking about natural perfumery here because I work with essential oils only. So natural botanical perfumery, none of those commercial perfumes, thank you. And they help me so much with my feelings, my moods, my state of being, and how I got into this. Let me just share a little bit about this with you. Is that in 1988, my daughter was born, and I'm very, very happy to say she's 35 this year. And she was born with at the time, a fairly rare condition. She was the youngest and smallest TOF baby born in New South Wales, possibly Australia, with her type of TOF that survived. TOF stands for tracheoesophageal fistula, where her esophagus wasn't fully formed and it grew to two stubs and then bridged into her trachea. And our trachea is the tube in our body that goes down into our lungs. So that came with its own complications, and it was life-threatening. And then at 6 months young, she was diagnosed with a second life-threatening condition, chronic lung. They call it disease. I call it a condition. So one of the things, I was introduced to essential oils when she was maybe, a toddler, 18 months. I can't remember, to be honest with you. I'm trying to think. Yes, maybe two, yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that I discovered essential oils, and I very quickly learned how much they affected both of us in helping to feel better. And to cut a long story short, because that story is very, very long, but we lived in and out of hospital a lot up until the age of her being 15, 16. And when she was very young, when I first discovered essential oils, I realized very, very quickly that essential oils were going to be helping us. And I was a very fierce mother, because I was told many times that my daughter might not live. And for me, it was about, what can I do as a mother? How can I support her? Because sometimes our traditional medicine didn't work. And I want to be very clear that I believe in both. There is a place for both natural and orthodox medicine. They go hand in hand together. And what I did as a mother was brought everything I could from the natural world into working with all of the modern medicine. So please understand that I don't believe only one of them is the be all and end all. So what I did was, soon after discovering essential oils, I decided to go and learn about it. So I really had not much idea. I'd bought some books. I kept going down and buying the oils because I was so attracted to them. They just kept calling me. And I went and enrolled and got my diploma. I was a single mum and I worked as a student helper to pay my fees, and everything fell into place for me. I got my diploma. I also lectured in aromatherapy, clinical aromatherapy, for 13 years and have never, ever strayed from this field. It is my passion. And all of this led to me being a perfumer, as well as an astrologer and a clinical aromatherapist and a witch and a mentor. So it's been very, very powerful. And of course, with all of my Venusian essence, that beautiful smells just take me to another world. So what I want to talk to you a little bit about today, because this is a topic that I could spend a whole day and lecture talking to people about it and answering questions. I could probably speak a lot longer than a day, because I have over 30 years in this field of work, working with essential oils and beautiful botanical extracts, aromatic extracts. And so I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a video. And it's like, well, what is perfume? What do essential oils have to do with magic? Well, I guess my first question is, what is magic? What is magic to you? Magic can be so many things. And being a witch is not simply about crafting spells. It is a lifestyle. And many of us are healers on different levels, using different modalities. Many of us are not. It's a practice that we like to keep to ourselves and do solitary. I'm quite eclectic. I like doing it on my own, and I like doing it with a group of people or one other person. It doesn't matter. And with perfumery and the essential oils, I have found them unbelievable when working magic and bringing magic into my everyday life and my daughters and my friends and my family. And whether it be purely for pleasure, working spells, calling in what we desire, or therapeutically, which I have the qualifications to do, they are in my life every single day. They are such a part of my life now, and have been since I first discovered them 33, probably even more years ago. So when we're, let me ask you a question. When you smell something that really sets you alight or lights you up, is probably a better term, how do you feel? What is your body doing? How are you responding Are you smiling? So I want you to imagine that you have picked a rose from the garden. Hopefully you all like roses. If not, choose something that works for you. Or you might not even have picked it. You bend over to smell it and you deeply inhale it. I want you to imagine that feeling. What are your thoughts? Do any colors come up? Do words or symbols? Do you relax? Do you smile? Like, I'm even finding my mouth watering because I love rose chocolate. So I'm thinking of them. But rose is a beautiful example. There are so many, like, think of any smells that you like, whether it be coffee, chocolate, a plant, a flower, a herb, a spice, cooking your favorite food. Think about what that does for you in that moment. That is the power of perfume, aromas, scent, fragrance, whatever words you want to use. And what happens, we'll delve into the science and olfactory on this. So what happens is when we inhale a beautiful aroma, well, this can happen if you imagine inhaling something that you don't like. It might be, I was going to say dog poo, and it's pretty bad, or cat poo. Like, how do you react or respond, right? So we've gone from rose to cat or dog poo. Eek. So did you even respond then as I said that? Because these are the things that you want to take notice of. So when we inhale any aroma, it's received by receptor cells called the cilia. I'm only going to give you a very brief description here. And the molecules are different shapes, the receptor cells are different shapes. So when they are received, so not every molecule is received, perhaps, they are taken in through the olfactory bulbs, and they are then converted into electric impulses, and then they move into our limbic brain. And within the limbic brain is, well, there's a few things, but I'm going to speak specifically about the hypothalamus. And the hypothalamus is the control center of blood pressure and heart rate, digestive activity, some hormonal production and release. Feelings such as sexual feelings and anger. So you can imagine that when we take in an aroma, that it goes directly to that area of our brain, and then how it's going to affect us, not only on an emotional or feeling level, but on a physiological level. They're brilliant for boosting your immune system, increasing or decreasing appetite, helping you to feel good, raise your vibration, and build your confidence. So that when we inhale those beautiful aromas, this is what we receive. They are absolute gifts from Mother Nature. And of course, when we inhale something that we don't like or resonate with, we will retract, and we might taste it in our mouth. We might feel sick. We might respond in an unhelpful manner. So it's really important. I really invite you to take notice. Be more attuned to what you are smelling, inhaling, and especially with perfume. Food is incredibly important too. How does it make you feel? Like, have a play. If you're an essential oil collector like myself, or you love to work with essential oils, spend a week or a few days with one essential oil and get to know them, or get to know that oil, and build up and journal. I used to get my students to do this when I was lecturing in aromatherapy, and I would say to them, present it to me in any manner that you like. So we had poetry, stories, collages, biscuits like lavender cookies or orange cookies, artwork. It was just so beautiful how each and every one of my students would present what that essential oil that they chose represented to them. And the idea of it was for them to put away the textbooks and actually feel in, immerse themselves with an essential oil or a perfume blend, and take notice of how much it aligned with them or they aligned with the aroma. And that in itself is powerful, powerful magic. So for me, and I know many other people, essential oils, I just, I'm a perfumist, so I have a whole wardrobe of beautiful perfumes that I create specifically for myself, or they might come from one of my beautiful collections, which you can find on my website in my shop at julienelson.com.au. And I feel the pleasure. I feel my body light up. And it's just like, oh my God, they take me to another world, another, it's like going through a portal. That's what it's like. And so for me, they're very, very powerful to work with magical spells. And it's important to also know that essential oils are derived from plants. So we're immediately tapped in to Mother Nature and working with Mother Nature on a different level. They hold many vibrations. They have color vibration because the oils, as the plants do, as we do, have an aura. So you can work with fragrance and color magic, and their vibration can be raised. You can work with them with crystals. You can work with them alongside herbs or combine them with other herbs, spices, dried plant material. You can even, if you love to work with a fountain pen, add essential oil into your ink so that you do fragrant writing. With my artwork, because I am an artist as well, with my artwork, I love to, when I've finished, I will just around the edges of the artwork, I'll put a little drop on my hand and I'll move it around. I don't want it to discolor the artwork, but I can move it gently around the edges of my artwork. And even if people can't smell it, that vibration is there. You can, like, I've had many spills when I've been creating perfumes, sadly. And what I do, I don't wipe it off and wipe it away. I rub it into, because I've usually got a wooden surface, I rub it into the wood. Of course, not varnished because it's not good for the varnish, but it actually permeates, and it's beautiful because I'm always getting comments from people about how they love the smell of my place when they walk in, because I use essential oils or my perfumes every day. So it's really helpful to understand that they have all these different vibrations. They have the color. They're so connected, and they connect us with Mother Earth, Father Sky, the celestial beings, the earth beings. We are connected to everything when we work with these beautiful oils. They are connected to certain star signs and planets, so we can tap into the astrological aspects or qualities of them to enhance our magic. So, the list goes on. So let me give you a few examples of how you can use them. My two favorite are, I love anointing oils. So I'll make an anointing perfume when I'm working with spells. Or I'll make a spray. So a body a spray, a room spray, or a perfume spray. And they are also, so let me just backtrack a minute. You can use them like a smudging stick with a spray. You can go and spray around your whole house or your sacred space where you're going to be working to cleanse and clear. You can use them for protection. The list goes on and on and on. And I actually have created a really beautiful PDF that goes with my oracle deck, the Fragrant Oracle, and it's got recipes for spells and rituals, different rituals you can do. So I'm going to take you through the a few rituals. I'll name some, and then I'll see how many I feel like going through. All right, so there's bathing. Now I call it aromatic bathing or goddess bathing because, by the way, we can also align certain essential oils to deities, goddesses, gods, however you like to call them. And so I work a lot with Lilith and Venus. I've got very strong Venus in my chart, and I love Lilith. She is my south node in Aries. She is actually, she sits by my south node in Aries, and she is my unapologetic warrioress. And it's really interesting through my life how I have, especially the last 10 years, how I've realized how much Lilith has played a role in my life. And then having 5 Libra, probably more if I went into more of the outer planets that often are not covered in mundane astrology. So with all that Venus, I love, hence loving perfumery and beautiful smells and aromas and luscious, decadent essential oils. And I have essential oils that are simply not available in Australia, or they're very rare and hard to get, may not ever be able to get them again. So I really am living in the world of natural perfume and magic. So coming back to rituals, so you can do a smudging spray, which you can use to set up your sacred space. You can use it for cleansing, for protection, always with your having a clear intention in mind, all right, which I will go through in a moment. We can have the baths, the beautiful goddess aromatic baths. I mean, it's one of my favorite, but I don't have a bath where I live, which is a bit sad because it's such a beautiful way to really nourish and nurture yourself, to raise your vibration, to truly connect with your feminine essence. You set the scene with music and candlelight. You've got this beautiful scent steaming up from your bath. And then you can use a body oil to anoint or rub all over yourself after your bath. I recommend you use the same scents so you're not putting too many different ones into your body. Inhalations, dry inhalations, super easy. You can inhale directly out of the bottle, or if you've got an anointing perfume, you may like to put a drop onto your wrist put your wrists together, gently rub. You don't want to do this vigorously because you can bruise the smells. I just kind of dab my wrists together. And then holding my wrists up to my nose, I will breathe in deeply. And while I'm doing that, I'm visualizing the essential oils moving down through my body, through my bloodstream, plumping up every cell in my body and moving through my whole body so that I am fully embracing that magical essence and merging it with mind so that we become one. And again, this is very powerful. So also, as you have done that, this is one that I give this ritual to many people because it is so simple and so easy. So you inhale your perfume, you write, speak, or read your intention. Be clear, because our words are our wand, our thoughts, feelings, and words are our wand, and they can create our reality more often than not. So you've done that, and then what I do is I inhale that perfume from my wrists again. And what that does is it locks it in to my limbic brain. It is anchoring it in. And here's the other magical part too. If you use a specific oil or blend for a specific spell, then as you keep working on your spell, because it's okay to do this, you don't have to put it aside and never think about it again. I don't believe that. Sometimes we can, but every time we smell that perfume, it triggers our intention, brings it to the forefront of the brain. It's also created new neural pathway that when we smell it, and that intention, that spell, that desire is activated, we're strengthening the new neural pathways. And what a delightful way to do perfume magic and working spells. And that's how simple it can be. Simple, however, incredibly potent, because our sense of smell is our strongest sense. And often it is so taken for granted. So when we put our attention into the intention and we are conscious of what we are smelling and that what our desire is, you have a very, very, very powerful magical tool to work with. Some other ones, and please be mindful that some crystals do not like to have put in water or have liquid on them, but more the quartz. I have anointed quartz at times. I don't really do that these days, but that was something that I used to do. And for example, if it was a heart chakra, rose quartz, and for heart healing, I would anoint rose, which is the highest vibrational plant. It represents love, truth, trust, receiving. It's ruled by the beautiful goddess Venus. So imagine, or what you can do is anoint your heart with some diluted rose, just a drop, and then place a beautiful rose quartz over the top and meditate and go within, and then you can journal afterwards, journal words, journal feelings and thoughts and colors and symbols. Always look for the signs and symbols that are presented to you on a daily basis. So I would love to hear from you. I would love to know what you think of perfume magic. Do you use essential oils? And yeah, if you want to connect, my details, of course, you can comment below or send me an email or go to my website. So that's about it for now. We covered a little bit of color vibration with the essential oils, perfume magic, the science and the olfactory. I gave you a beautiful ritual with inhalations and also having a goddess bath, creating a sacred space. So you've got 3 things there to play with and work with and see what results you receive. And let me know. I always love to hear from my people, my community, my audience. Thank you so much for being here. And I am sending you magical scented bliss. Goodbye. There is something so evocative about the power and pleasure of scent and what it conjures from within us. Mother Earth speaks to you through her flowers and trees, herbs and fruits. You feel a deep connection rising from within you when you are tuned into her magic. You've experienced her enchantment, and now you're ready to be inspired by the fragrant oracle. These cards carry the essence of woman, of the world, both ancient and modern, witches, priestesses, goddesses, the essence of you. As I introduce you to each of these cards, think of them as your companion to rising unapologetically in your divine feminine essence to support you in creating magic in your life. Unleash your goddess essence and weave your magic. The Fragrant Oracle is a set of divination cards featuring 44 essential oils. Exotic plants and flowers are represented in images that evoke and assist you to tap into their deep, enchanting meanings. These luscious oracle cards are inspired by my passion for botanical perfumery and magic. And while you can use them in tandem with essential oils, this isn't necessary, which means they're perfect for people who are sensitive to scents. Through the cards, you can access all the pleasure and power of these 44 essential oils and their magical archetypal energies. Each card has key associations for accessing, conjuring, and affirming qualities reflected in you. How to use each card and the beautiful fragrant essence they symbolize. Hold them in your hand, hold them close to your heart, and ask for the essence that will support you throughout your day or week. Trust what comes. Tap into the magical messages that are gifted to you. You can pick up to 3 cards daily, weekly, monthly. And together, these create a blend which helps you to tap into the essence of your signature scent. Create a sacred space, enjoy some background music, light some candles, and sit with your chosen cards. Write any words, thoughts, or feelings that come up for you. Within these musings is a beautiful message for you to embrace. If you have your own collection of essential oils, use these cards to assist you in creating a beautiful scented blend to support you to manifest your desires. Allow me to introduce you to a fearless warrior woman. Her powerful scent is ruled by Mars and Aries, a fiery and passionate energy that aligns and brings balance to the wearer with her more masculine self. Basil. I am fearless, and my purpose is to support you in the pursuit of claiming your desires. In fact, I am the energy you may need to take charge of reaching your destiny. I ask you, do you need to stand in your power? Is it time to break free from destructive happenings in your life? Whatever it is, I am here to assist you in focusing on what needs to be done with fierce conviction. Know that I have your back. Trust yourself, believe in yourself, and passionately move forward. Try these affirmations, which, by the way, are powerful tools for manifesting your desires. When you combine them with inhaling my daring scent, you are activating your body, mind, and soul to take action. I am focused and moving forward. I am inspired and empowered every day. I am unwavering in the pursuit of manifesting my desires. My innate wisdom motivates and energizes me. I am a wild woman. Yours magically, the scent of basil. To purchase your luscious, fragrant oracle deck, I've included the link below in the comments section. And always feel free to ask me any questions. May you always be in magical, scented bliss.